Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully get all the tower data and I pass all the data as a all data, and here I have checked it already with the two array, and then I pass this data here in our PDF page, that means student result PDF page, right? So here I have created one of the PDF, so that will be just like our attendance report. Into the attendance report, that is attendance report PDF. Better I copy everything. Okay, I copy everything from to this position, and then in our student result PDF here I simply paste it. So friend, that will be just like same, like first of all that is our total file, right? Total file, and then our image will be visible, and then the name, and here I want to change that name, so that will be as a student result report. So that will be our name, and then there is the employee name. So if you want to use that the result type, I want to visible only that result type, result of, I want to visible the result of, and then here only we need one. I remove everything. Okay, so if you want to display it, so right now I pass all the data with the same all data. So here there is the same name as all data first index, right? So because of all, you can see there is a first array data I want to visible. So first array index data as a 0, and then if you go, I want to use that exam type, right? So now we have to also get this data from our this exam type. So if you go to our student mark, into the student mark, maybe I have already created that relationship with our different table. If you go to that student mark, that is our student mark, right? So if you go to the student mark, yes, you can see I have already created that relation with our exam type with this method as the exam type method. So now with this exam type, I can able to use that exam type field name. So if you go there, that means here with our exam type, that is our method, and with this exam type method I want to display that name. So in our exam, that is student mark, right? So if you go to that exam type, so into the exam type field name I have to actually get that is actually exam type, and if you open it, yeah, you can see that is a field name as a name. So now I want to visible that name. Perfect. So that means now it should be display our result of, right? And after that, and that is our for each. Right now we don't need this for each. I remove this for each totally from here, and then there is also we don't need this. I remove it. Okay, I remove it. So that is our wide here. I want to do and to display that year. Okay, year and or section. Use that as a section. So year and the session I want to display. So here I want to display it the same. That means with our, that will be just like that. I copy it, and now I want to do and to paste it. So that will be the same with the all data 0 index, because of all from here I pass it as a all data, and now in our student mark. If you go to the student mark, here I didn't create any year. You can see I have already created this year. So I have already created this relationship in our student year. So with this student year, I want to do and to get that student year name, right? So I have already created the whole that relationship in our student mark table. So here I have used that student mark, right? So now I want to use it. That means that is our method name. Our method name will be as a year method. So now with this year method, I want to do and to display our year name. Perfect. And then I want to do and to display that class. Okay, class, if you want to display it, so class will be better I want to put also here. So class will be just like that same. Better I copy it and paste it. So with this all data 0 index, if you go to our model, into the model, for the I have already created another relationship with our student class, and that is our relationship method name as the student class. So with this student class, I want to do and to access our field name for the class as a same as a name, right? So now it should be also loaded that name. Perfect. Okay friends, so that's all. Now if you click as a save all, now first of all I want to check it. Now click as a refresh, and now go to student result. So now if you select as a year, if you select as a class, if you select as a type, and now if you click as a search, Yes, you can see it's now perfect. It's now display the result of first terminal exam, right? And year, that means the year end section as a 2020, and then the class as a class 1. And also I have take another one, like, so here also I have did another function, like if this didn't get any result, else it will be show this notification as a sorry, this criteria does not match. So that is our does not. Okay, so that will be the does not match. Okay, so right now I want to click as a save all, and now if you go there, so right now that is our I will select as a year 18. Okay, and I select class as a 3, and I select as a class as a second. Now click as a search. Yes, now you can see, friend, it's now showing as a sorry, this criteria does not match. That means I don't have any data of this year. Okay. So that means our this portion is also perfectly working. That is else portion, or rather than if we get any appropriate data, then it should be load this data with this PDF. So here I have already load our this PDF view. So if you now select any year for 2020, I have inserted some of the data, class 1, first terminal, click as a search, and now it's perfectly loading. So friend, that is our result. Type of the result is visible, session is visible, class is visible. I don't want to explain rest of this, because rest of this I have already done in our this page. Okay, so here that will be just like our report management. If you go to that mark sheet generate, so to the mark sheet generate, you can see I have did the same things. So if you select as a year, ID number, search it, and you can see before I have actually loaded in our page. So now we have to add the same things. We have to add the same things in our this PDF page. That means here into the PDF page, here we have to load. Okay, after the TD, you have to just simply add all that row. So that will be just like that same concept which I have already covered it in particular this area. That means in our report section into the mark sheet generate. So friend, that will be just like same. Okay, so here you have to apply the same concept. That means the same concept file in the PDF, and then that will be loaded on here. So that is your task. Try to do that work. So if you face any issues, if you have any problem, don't worry about it. I am here to support you as much as I can. Okay friend, so we successfully complete also for our student result report. So our result, that means the report is now perfectly working. That is our monthly, yearly report, and the mark sheet generate, attendance, and the student result. Perfect. Okay. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.